How's it, everybody? This is the Erroneous One here with a Kingdom Hearts Union Cross video. Not so much a new one, it's more of a redo of a previous one. Unfortunately, the previous update video I had to pull down, and when I do some edits on it, and then when I came back and tried to re-upload it, something happened and the video got corrupted somehow. I'm not too sure, so it wouldn't let me re-upload it, and I just realized that today. It's been a busy day at work, and I just redid I just checked my messages and everything, and I saw the email going like, there was a problem with your upload. It did not upload, and I was like, oh, let's try it again, and I finally saw it, like, data corrupted, so you can't upload. It's just like, balls. So I'm gonna redo it now, even though tonight we're gonna get a new tweet for the updates come Monday. And this is technically speaking for the tweet from Thursday, so it's now a few days old, but we're going to redo it anyway because I do want the end to it. But while we're doing this now, we do have some new information. Well, not information exactly, but it's on my end at the moment. So today, it looks like I hit over 2,000 subs. So thank you guys, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm literally at 2,001 subs right now. So thank you so much, guys, for continuing to watch me and to keep on supporting the channel by watching and viewing and giving me those likes and even the dislikes. You know, reactions are reactions, and anything at this point in time is good. So thank you so much for that, guys. I really appreciate it. Honestly, I didn't think I'd quite get this far. I think I could get this far. You know, honestly, when I first started doing these videos, because I just wanted to do them for fun, and now we're here, which is, again, so cool. So, again, thank you so much for that, guys. Speaking of that one, too, I do also want to give a quick shout-out to a awesome person named Krius right here. You can see his name. Oop, there we go. Krius right there. He did some fan art previously for Smelly Octopus and for Metalcore, and now he did a new one. Obviously, it's saying it's to be his last for a while, because I'm sure school's starting up, so he'll be busy. But he made this last trilogy one, and he included me in it, which was absolutely amazing. I mean, look at this thing. That is freaking awesome, and I mean, wow. The dude's way more talented than I am with drawing. I mean, I can draw okay-ish, just, a little bit, but I mean, look at that, man. That is freaking amazing. And he even got my glasses on there, too. I don't always wear my glasses whenever I do videos for you guys or anything, but he included them in there, too, which is amazing. And this is so freaking cool. So, it's a nice day. I mean, I got this message from him on Twitter. I reached 2,000 subs today, so it's been a pretty good day for that. I mean, oh, it's awesome though, and I like how I had the Sleeping Lion Keyblade there. That's pretty cool. Metal's there, rocking Dark Gnaw, and of course Smelly's running around with Fenrir. I mean, dude, this is an amazing job, Krius, and thank you so much for it. I did message you down below if I was able to use the profile pic there, like the face you gave me right there. I kind of want to make that my new YouTube profile pic. So hopefully he'll give me to go ahead and do that, because I don't want to do anything without his permission, because this is his work and it's phenomenal. So there's that. That's, again, it's so freaking awesome. I kind of want to make it my banner page too. I don't know. Anyway, that's awesome. So that was pretty cool. So again, thank you so much for that, Krius. I really appreciate it, man. For now, though, let's get back into the updates again real quick. So we'll go over here and over here to notices and ta-da. Okay, so numero uno. We'll go from top to bottom. Well, actually, we'll do the bottom one first, and then top to bottom, as it were. So, first off, we did get 5 new story quests in the game. I'm sure you guys already know this, too. Again, it's a bit late. I do apologize, but we're just going to cover everything real quick. So, 5 new story quests in this one. I actually really did like the story, because mainly, like I said, the first thing that captured my attention about this game when it was first announced a while ago, even when it was still Kingdom Hearts Key. It was, I think, mostly a mobile, PC-based game, I want to say, before it became a mobile game, and JP. Was it added story from before the Keyblade Wars. This is really cool, and it's really neat to see. And I was like, okay, so we're getting story from even before that. It's gonna add clarification and hopefully expand upon parts in the game that we have now. And it's definitely done that. At least for me, it's done that. I honestly enough, and we now have a new theater mode in the game as well, so you guys can actually go back and watch all the cutscenes in order if you guys want to, skipping the ones that don't pertain to the actual story itself. And the story, honestly enough, has been pretty engaging. I mean, the whole entire thing with like the 5 unions and the masters, and people were encountering. This is for, I mean, I do my best to avoid looking at the JP story content, because we're nowhere close to where they are story wise exactly. and I've been wanting to, like, you know, get into it and not have a lot of that spoiled for me exactly. A few things slip here and there, obviously, because, you know, it's the internet, and the nature of the internet, it is a spoiler zone, you know. But in this particular quest, we see a face that I remember seeing that I kind of forgot about from updates that JP got, you know, a while ago, and we got it here in global now. And I'm not gonna spoil that for you guys because I want you guys to play the story mode if you haven't already done so. But seeing that person, I was like, oh my god, that's right. This person is here at this time, and I really want to see how that's gonna correlate to events that happen in some of the games. And again, I'm not gonna spoil anything else from that because it's kind of hard to talk about it without knowing who's gotten there far and not or not. But that was really cool, and I'm really enjoying the story, so I do like this. It is 5 quests. Now, the only bad part is, from what I was told prior to this in JP, they also released the story mode now in 5 quest batches. I guess we've reached kind of that point now in global. The downside is, I think in JP they get 750 jewels, I want to say, which is the equivalent of the 25 story packs they usually release. No, well, ish. If you do the 150, or like I said, the 15. Yeah, the 15. We get 15 story quest packs, and we've been getting prior to that. Each of them gave you 250 jewels, so that would be 750, roughly thereabouts. But yeah, they got that much. They get that many jewels from completing the 5 missions. Ours apparently isn't quite at that point yet. We only got 250 jewels for completing these 5 quests. So hopefully we'll reach that point where we get the increased jewels for actually completing the story quest and everything. I do want to see that, but still, this is really cool. Story update is always nice. It's more content, and honestly, I'm really enjoying it. Meanwhile, shadowy figures gather at the edge of the world. This is this is very true. This is a secret story shared by just 5 people. Wait for him when this is all over. With these 5 people, the story has begun to surge forward, which is very true. We know 3 of them right now, at least global side. And like I said, I haven't seen anything else. So please, if you guys don't spoil that in the comments for me, if you guys want to leave a comment down there, don't tell me the other 2 who are going to come out just yet. But we do see 3 of them, so I had fun with that one. That was actually really cool. Now, Keyblade levels are now increased now from 35 up to 36. They're going to go from 35.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, and then I think into 36 and such, which is really neat. They do get... Keyblades, I'm going to show you here. Keyblades do get very, very powerful at those higher levels, for sure. For sure. But it takes a lot to get them there. So right now, if I want to keep a level up, I can level up my Moogle Glory right here and get 35.1. But as you can see, only one portion right there in this one is actually going to increase. It's going to go from 2.20 to 2.22. And you're like, that's not... And 1.60 to 1.62. That's not a really huge increase, and it's kind of like, why would I want to waste that kind of stuff going forward? But as you get to 0.3, 0.4, and 0.5 into 36, they do increase a lot. I mean, these Keyblades, the multipliers get drastically more powerful, so it's definitely worthwhile doing, but it is going to be an investment. Right now, while it's only saying you need 3 Magic Gems and 2 Power Gems, that is an increase substantially for each level you're going to increase it at. It's not going to be any small thing. Right now, I am saving my gems. Like I said, I do want to get my Divine Rose to 35, mainly because I want to have my Naminé right here, who also now has the air and ground traits. She's amazing for Colosseum, amongst other things. I want her to get that 2.9 slot. So that would help me a lot. I mean, I know it's only a 0.10 multiplier increase, but that does translate quite a bit of power overall. And then everything else, gem-wise, I'm going to start saving so I can max out, or not max out, but get Fairy Stars to 35 as soon as possible. Because, like, you know, Sephiroth EX is around the corner, and I'm pretty much ready to go for that Keyblade, except for gems. I do need more gems for that Keyblade, unfortunately, in this particular manner. So we'll see how I'm going to handle that one. And hopefully we're going to start seeing more gem quests and such. More gems available overall in the game. I know that JP gets quite a few gems through various means. A bit more than we do. And hopefully we start getting that too, because now we have so many more Keyblades that are coming out that we need to level up and get ready to go. And they got the gem increase for that. So I'm hoping that translates to our game as well. So there is that one. That's actually pretty cool notice to see. Second thing is we do get the new swimsuit avatar boards. These are actually very good boards for the most part. At first when I saw them, I was like, I'm not too sure about this. But then now that I thought about it, I was like, no, you actually do get some good stuff out of this. You always do. I mean, avatar boards, well, hang on. Let's go back to the Keyblades. One thing I want to make clear about the Keyblades. They are the only constant in the game. Your Keyblade's levels, whenever you invest into a Keyblade to level up and get more powerful, it's always going to be there. It's not going to get replaced by anything else going in the future, because as Keyblades get leveled up into the higher levels, they start evening out in terms of overall strength. So there's not really, it's one that's, you know, super strong, yeah, stronger, I guess. There's not one that's really stronger than another one overall in terms of actual power dealt. A lot of this is going to depend upon your medals. Your medals determine what Keyblades you utilize and you want to focus on. Normally 1 or 2. For me, for instance, right now, I'm focusing kind of on 3-ish for the most part, which would be my Fenrir, my Moogle Glory, and my Divine Rose. That is going to change a bit with Dark Knot coming out. With actually, Dark Knot and Missing Ache in particular are going to be some ones that I'm going to want to focus on. I do indeed have a maxed out Sleeping Lion as well. It's at 30. Well, not maxed out anymore. I have a level 35 Sleeping Lion. And the Kingdom Hearts 3 Sora EX medal that we got as part of that deal for them and everything, it is gilded. I got a good gilt on it. I do have Raids skill on it, and I also have a plus on strength so far. We'll get one more reroll tomorrow, and hopefully I'll roll, like, you know, a ground trader, or maybe even double raids on that one. That'd be great to see too. But that might change my use of Sleeping Lion a little bit going into the future, depending on what's going to come out. I'm not too sure yet, but it's an idea, definitely. So, you know, I have options for that kind of thing as well too, but the end result is the Keyblades are going to be the constant in the game. You are going to want to focus on those ones. So leveling them up and utilizing them is going to be, it's going to be there in the game throughout the entire time. Like I said, it will not get, it will not get out-meted essentially for the most part. Again, everything that you play with it for the game is totally dependent upon what medals you have. So whatever medals you have and whatever Keyblade that you use that aids you, that suits those medals the best, focus on that Keyblade and get that Keyblade leveled up. It's never a bad investment to level up your Keyblades because of that. So I just want to talk about that real quick, because I have had some questions about that in the past, about, you know, what Keyblade do I use, what's better and everything. It always depends upon what your medals are, and it's always going to be a good idea to level up your Keyblade that you utilize, because it's the one constant. The only constant in the game, aside from, you know, the never-ending quest to get more jewels, you know, and paying for them, is the Keyblade levels. So keep it in mind. Speaking of Stage 2, the swimsuit, excuse me, the swimsuit avatar boards do come with 1 speed gem per board, so the total two boards there, or 2 gems there. I'm sorry. On top of that, you're going to get Chip Dale, Sid 10s, and Magic Mirror medals, as well as speed up. So, Attack Boost 4 and Attack Punch Plus, that's actually very nice. It's a nice attack skill that will help you replenish your SP in case you're not able to utilize a medal like a Tyree or, what, Chip and Dale? Yeah, Chip and Dale, I want to say. You know, those kind of medals and everything that restore your SP gauge or anything. You can utilize an AB4 and Attack Punch Plus and keep on going, especially like during events like against like raid bosses and such. It'll let you keep on going before you get it. Second Chance 2 is always amazing to have. You definitely want Second Chance 2. So if you haven't gotten one in the past, here's a good chance. If you've gotten one in the past but you need more, again, here's a chance to get some more. Great investment there. And of course, the super useful SP Attack Gauge 0. When I saw that, I was kind of going like, oh man, dude, I really want another luck skill. We need more luck skills. And I know that in the Coliseum right now, there's an AB4 plus Lux Plus, but I'm looking for either another AB3 Max Lux Plus or an AB4 Max Lux Plus. And I was really kind of hoping to see that in this one. So at first I was kind of disappointed by that. And that was mainly my disappointment with the boards at first. I was like, Attack Gauge 0, I mean, that's nice. I was like, but you're not a luck skill. I need a luck skill. I kind of paused, like, no, actually, Attack Gauge 0 is actually very good. In particular, for the HPO medal, the Hainer Pencil medal, which will keep you alive in a lot of situations, more than a turn or anything, especially if you got double attack on it. The SP Gauge 0, that's going to do a really good thing for you there, considering that thing costs 6 SP. That's a very good choice. And there will be other medals like that, other buffer and utility medals that will be like that cost a rather large amount, that you can throw that on there and all of a sudden the cost isn't really a thing for you anymore. You're pretty much good to go. So definitely a skill worth having. Right there. You are also going to get the skill perk plus 3 with the swing back in case you guys need that. You're going to get 5 magic mirrors per board for a total of 10, which is, again, that's also very good as well too. And then fireworks and shaved ice. Kind of an oddball mixed titles, but they are what they are. But these are just actually some pretty good avatar boards. Avatar boards are always worthwhile because for the cost of one skill, it's a thrill deal more often than not, unless they're 1,500. But even then, this is actually better off still. You get 3 skills in them, and they're very good. So you get 3 skills, you get a gem, and you get a plethora of boost medals, like Sid's, Magic Mirrors, Chip and Dale. So avatar boards are always a worthwhile investment because you're guaranteed to get stuff out of them, and it's always something that's going to help you in the game going forward. So definitely good for those ones. I do like this one quite a bit. And now the big one right here. The falling price deal. It's falling price, so that's amazing. Falling prices are always good things, and I do like that we're getting more and more falling price deals. I'm hoping that Cena keeps up with the falling price deals as our dominant banner format, because I'm hoping they realize that people are way more inclined and spending more when the banner is a falling price deal. I honestly mean they get a lot more money out of people that way, pulling on the falling price. Like people are like, oh, you know what, 2,000 jewels or 1,900, but you know, about 2,000 jewels is a lot more affordable than 3,000, and they go for a lot more. So hopefully we see more, and they keep the pace of the falling price deals, you know, going forward like this, because it's been pretty good for that one. They've also been doing medals where we're getting our medals either pre-orbed already between 1, 2, and 3 dots. That's always great. The unique aspect in this deal, though, that I actually really liked was that you're guaranteed at least 1 tier 5 medal per pull. That right there is very good for all players, because the tier 5 medal pool is a lot smaller than the overall medal pool that's going to include everything from tier 4s all the way down to tier 2s. This is actually a really good deal for that, and I like it a lot for that reason. Now, am I going to pull from this banner? No, I'm not going to pull from this banner. And it's not because I don't like the medals. The medals are actually pretty good too as well. So we have Ventus Vanitas and we have Lord of the Dead right here. And this banner does last until the end of the month. Tricky too as well, because again, the EX medals tend to be released the second week thereabouts of the new month. So I imagine that we're going to see Sephiroth the EX around the 8th or the 9th of September. That's my estimate for him coming out. Kind of based off what we've gotten from Cloud, and then Axel, and then Sora EX. So it's interesting that it does last until the end of the month. So that's something to look into as well. But let's get into these guys right here. Okay, so Ventus Vanitas. He is a reverse speed, tier 5, deals 6 hits, lowers target speed defense by 4 tiers for 1 turn, and inflicts more damage when set in slot 5. It is AoE, costs 3. Lord of the Dead, power reverse, tier 5, deals 9 hits, lowers target's power defense by 4 tiers for 1 turn, and inflicts more damage when set into slot 4. Again, AoE, costs 3. These are very good medals. They're going to be really, really good in raids, against raid bosses, and against also that random quest boss we get every now and then too for certain events and everything. Even things like the Proud Plus quest and everything, those kind of things. These medals are going to help out quite a bit, and they are powerful. They do pack quite a punch, both of them. But for me personally, knowing that Sephiroth is very, very close by, he's about 2.5 weeks away from us, or maybe 3. No, 2.5. Yeah, about 2-ish, roughly. 2.5? 2. Something like that. He's very close by. That's the main point of that one. I do want to save my resources for that. I'm not going to do a lot of pulling for a lot of things until that happens, and I'm just going to be slowly increasing my jewel count until that does happen for the most part. Unless something stupidly amazing comes out before then, which they might try and do. This was a good attempt at it. I mean, I was tempted for this one, but I kind of had to sit and think, going like, I have medals that serve these purposes already, up to a point, you know? Like, going over here, for instance, into my medal list, if I want to look at my, let's see, where is he at? Here we go, my, HD Roxas, for instance. And not even that one. Here, let's go here. HD Roxas, he has double cast and ground defense minus 60 on him right now. And he, takes down target's power defense by 2 tiers for a turn. With double cast, that right there is already a, Lord of the Dead. Right there. already. And it's still kind of strange to me that they call him Lord of the Dead in the global version when it's called Wrath of the Underworld in the JP version. But I guess they wanted to make it easier to say or something. I don't quite know, but either way, this medal fulfills the purpose of Lord of the Dead already. Granted, you need double cast. So with the right trait, it does count for that one. Now, I think the Lord of the Dead multiplier is more... Let me see real quick. Hang on, let's find out, because... Oh my god, the typos. There we go. Okay. Its multiplier... Okay, yeah, its multiplier is a 2.51 at minimum through a 3.90. So it has a whole multiplier tier higher, essentially, than HD Roxas. So he is going to do more damage than Roxas is by a good chunk. But sheer utility-wise, Roxas right here fulfills that requirement for me. And even then, it's not so bad. There are other options you can kind of key in there with him as well. For instance, HD Beast ups your power-based strength by 3 tiers for 1 turn. That's almost evened out. There were other ones too as well. I mean, you can do this guy here too as well. 11 hits, raises power-based strength by 2 tiers for 2 turns. Kind of evens out too as well, especially if you're able to get double cast on that one. I mean, there are options that you can play around with to kind of either meet that or almost meet that goal. With speed right now, especially with having Sora EX right now, since he deals speed strength up by 2 and speed defense down by 2 against your enemies, he is actually a superior medal, in my opinion, than Ventus Vanitas, based off that alone, because you get the double of buffs going in there. Let's see, where did he go? Sorry. There he is. So he has a 3.48 multiplier slot, so it's going to be a bit lower than Ventus Vanitas. I'm pretty sure Ventus Vanitas has the same multiplier. Let's make sure that... Yeah, same slot, 2.51 through 3.90. So his multiplier is a little bit lower, but you get the strength up by 2 and the speed defense down by 2 for the turn. And if you get a double cast, you exceed that. And as is right now, he already kind of evens out that with the 2 up, 2 down. Kind of evens out. So you have options, at least I have options for the most part, for variations of that particular medal and how I want to utilize them. Now, granted, a lot of it, as always with the game nowadays, will be determined traits. My story here is more geared right now towards raiding because of the damage in raids. If I roll another raid trait on him, I'm definitely going to take off that AB2 Max Lux Plus on my HD Sora and feed it into this guy and this will be my new one of my new raiding setups there for speed. That depends, of course, too. Now, for traits, also, you do need to pull more than one Ventus Vanitas or Lord of the Dead in order to get traits. So it's also going to play a factor as well. Traits now rule everything in the game, so you can kind of take it from there. But, I mean, for my game, I have options other than what's there to be utilized, and that's kind of what I want to do. I mean, I'm kind of even thinking the same thing right now. Where is it? With my SP Vanitas right now, since my SP Vanitas right now has aerial defense on a 60 and damage in raids, I kind of want to make it a raid medal. And it has a good multiplier. It's a 4.30 multiplier, dealing 9 hits, and he also restores 3 gauges as well, so I'm not too worried about his gauge cost or anything. So I'm kind of thinking maybe I want to sack this Roxas, since I have more than one Roxas. I mean, this guy isn't too far away from maxed out. Just to, get him at a higher level or anything. This is a new one right here as well, with no traits on it. I can feed into this one here to increase his guilt before the campaign's over. Feed this one, which has the AB2 Max and Lux Plus, into my Vanitas, and use that Vanitas as my new raid medal. That's something I'm kind of considering, but that's because of traits. This guy is amazing with extra attack and damage in raids, but if SP Vanitas is going to deal more damage and be more effective for raids, why wouldn't I want to utilize him based off sheer power? Now, granted, I do lose the defense down, unfortunately, which is kind of sad, but I'm pretty sure I can actually overlook that for the multiplier difference. I mean, I'm going to go from 2.94 up to 4.30. So I'm really highly considering that one. Down in the comments, if you guys let me know what you guys think about that, if I should do that or not, I'd appreciate that, because I'm kind of torn on what I want to do right there with those two medals. And again, especially because I can roll another Roxas into this one to increase his skill, and then use mirrors to get this one leveled up. And this one has ground at 60 and edge attack. So I'm kind of thinking about what I want to do right now. I have some options to utilize right now. But that's the kind of thing we're looking at right now. Oh, for those of you earlier too as well, I did pull from the cloud deal. That's why I have a bit fewer jewels I had earlier. I pulled on stream. I did 5 pulls. I got 1 cloud, or I didn't do 5 pulls. I think I did like 2 or 3 pulls. And I pulled a cloud. Rolled it in there. I rolled a sleep resist. I ended the video at that point in time, and I did roll one more time. Well, I pulled one more time. I was like, you know what? I'm feeling lucky. I'll pull one more time and see what happens. I wish I'd done it on camera because it was amazing, but I did roll an extra attack on my Cloud EX. So if I could have rolled anything but sleep on that one, and then also the extra attack, that would have been really good. But I'm happy with what I got. I'm sure that sleep resist will come in handy until a reprint banner comes out for Cloud again. So I can try and roll a different trade on him. But this is going to be a very good medal to have. And one more reason why I'm not too concerned about throwing that HD Roxas into the SP Vanitas, because this Cloud can fulfill that role in a different slot, obviously if it's upright, but it can fulfill a different role there going into it. So, like I said, I'm kind of leaning towards places I don't know what I want to do yet, but I have options to utilize for those right now, especially with him having extra attack. This actually is far superior to HD Roxas with the attack up. So, you know, different options there for going on for the game. But for me, that's why I'm not going to pull from the banner. If you guys want to pull from the banner, that you guys know what you better. I mean, like I said, this is actually a really good banner to pull from. This banner, like I said, you guarantee a tier 5, tier 5s in them per pull. So that's not happening no matter what you do, which is great. And then on top of that, the metal pull for tier 5s is a lot smaller, so you have a really good chance of pulling either something you need, or even trying to guilt certain things. Hopefully, if you do enough pulls. So that brings the question now, do I pull from banner or not? When you consider the tier 5s in there, and it's a fine price deal, and those 2 medals that are being released in it, it's a very good banner to pull from, something that I would recommend that you do indeed pull from. You may be asking, but hey, Erroneous, what about the Sephiroth EX banner? Shouldn't I save all my resources for Sephiroth EX because he's going to be such a game-changing medal? Yes, but my main distinction for this one is, if you're not going to have enough jewels, by the time Sephiroth EX comes out, if you're not going to have enough jewels to pull at least, at minimum, 10 times from that banner in order to get Sephiroth EX, you're better off pulling from this banner and not really worrying about saving too many resources for Sephiroth EX. And total of 9 pulls. And a total of 9 pulls on the Sephiroth, on the Cloud EX reprint banner, I pulled 2 Clouds. Now, that's not the name of the game for a lot of people, I do understand that, but from everything I heard about that reprint banner, Cloud was a lot easier to pull from the reprint banner than he was from his initial banner. I'm sure Sephiroth EX will be no different, and they've already had him released twice more since his initial banner in JP. So, if you can't put at least 10 pulls into the new banner coming out in order to get him coming out next month, you're better off pulling from this banner right now. This is a really, really good banner deal, guys. It's a really good banner deal. Falling price, guaranteed tier 5s, pre-orbed. This is pretty much has everything you want in it except for a mercy pool. And even then, it's not too bad overall. Especially for players who don't have medals for the most part, or could use a boost for the Keyblades by pulling out a new medal and everything. This is a very good banner to do that from. So that's my recommendation. If you guys can't pull at least 10 times, maybe 5, but because it is, Sephiroth is going to have, more than likely, he is going to have a mercy pull for the Lingering Will medal, which is an upright speed medal. It's actually pretty powerful. I should just pull that one up so we can talk about that one too as well. I do kind of want to give this comparison for you guys. And I'm sorry the video, the video's gone a bit longer than I planned on. I do apologize for that one, but this seems important to talk about and get out there. Okay, so Lingering Will, guys. It is a tier 5. Oh, neat. Okay, sorry. Again, it is a tier 5. It's a random target. It has a 5.90 multiplier. It is a 3 gauge cost. It deals 11 extremely powerful hits and raises speed based strength by 5 tiers for 1 turn. This is a very good medal. It's a very powerful medal, and it is going to knock the ever-living crap out of a lot of things real quick, especially if you're able to guilt him. This medal is coming out more than likely, because this is what happened with JP. This was the 5 pull Mercy on the Sephiroth EX banner. So, I would recommend, if you can't pull these 10 times off the Sephiroth EX banner, I would not worry about pulling from them too much, and I would spend right here to get more resources out overall. Chance to guild other medals, chance to get guaranteed tier 5 if you don't have any yet, chance to get 2 of these new ones, which are powerful utility medals on their own, even before you guild them. Not bad. However, 5 pulls from Sephiroth banner could also be a very good thing, because that way you'll be able to Mercy the Lingering Will medal. The only thing I am hesitant about that one is that it's possible that we might not get that Mercy pull banner. I might... This is Cena, and this is global. But despite that, I'm still about 90% sure that we're going to get Lingering Will as a 5 pull Mercy from the Sephiroth banner. That's just a gut feeling I have, and I feel pretty confident in saying that overall. If I'm wrong, I'm so sorry. Ignore everything I just said about that then. But I'm pretty sure that's the way it's going to be coming for us. So those are the lowdowns, guys, and those are my thoughts. And now, pulling 5 times from that to get this one medal, Lingering Will, at least guaranteed for sure, out of Sephiroth, even if you don't pull Sephiroth in those 5 pulls, it's not a bad deal. But you pull 10 times, much better chance, as it is for a new EX medal, much better chance to pull Sephiroth EX, and you'll be able to guilt Lingering Will and trait him. So, again, there are pros and cons of both of them, but it's really going to depend upon how much you're going to be able to pull by the time Sephiroth comes out. Like I said, my estimate is we'll see him around... Actually, let me see the actual calendar. Okay, so the 9th is a Saturday. Okay, this is my thought then. We're either going to get the announcement on Thursday, on the 7th of September, which is a Thursday, which is the tweet we get that night on Thursdays for the Friday releases. So we're either going to get that tweet about Sephiroth that night, and we'll get it on the 8th, or we're going to get a tweet update on the 10th, which is a Sunday of September, and it'll be available on Monday, which is the 11th of September. So that is literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... About 12 days at minimum if he's pullable on the 8th, or 13 days if he's pullable on the 11th, which is Monday. So in that time frame, if you guys don't think you're going to be able to get, I guess at minimum 5, but really I say at minimum 10 pulls by that time period, this is probably the better banner to pull from because of what's available in it and how good it actually is. Tier 5s, falling price, nothing bad. And on top of that, that's not to say that you can't pull tier 4s out of this banner either. Every now and then we do get those double premium pulls, and a tier 4 could be one of those. Or if you're lucky, both of them will be tier 5s. Hey, so those are my thoughts on this one. I'm going to end the video now because it's gone on for a long while now, and I kind of need to pause it. But I did want to cover that, and I want to try and make sure I covered as much as I covered the first time I did this video. So there's that one. But as always, guys, these are your choices. You know what you have, and you know what you'll be able to do in the future. More importantly, for the game. In terms of, like, pulling for things, maybe spending money on the game or not. You guys know what you're able to do. So those are my thoughts, my recommendations for at least for the next 2 to 3 weeks of the game. But that's it, guys. So as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the 2,000 subscribers. I really do appreciate that. Krius, thank you so much for the amazing artwork. I mean, let's go take a look at that again. Ah, it went away. No, there it is. I mean, look at that. So cool. So cool. That's it, guys, though. So I'll see you guys in the next video coming up pretty soon. I can't do it tonight, unfortunately, because I do have plans for tonight. Sadly, I am going to do my utmost to try and stream some Coliseum come tomorrow, and maybe some Proud Quest tomorrow, too, because I got to get them done. before the end of the month, and I'm starting to get kind of crunch for time. And school starts for me. My first class is tomorrow, so my life is about to get super hectic from that as well too. I'm gonna try and keep up with the more updated schedule going on. You know, see how probably like the first week or so is to be a little iffy thereabouts, because I'm gonna start judging. You know, how much effort I need to put into each class and everything to really get the best out of it. Cause I do want to pass my classes with good grades. So I'll start getting that set up and ready to go. But again, guys, thanks for watching. Thank you so much for the 2,000 subscribers. I'm sure we'll hit 3K, you know, further down the line, which would be amazing again too as well. But more than anything else, guys, thank you so much for the support, and it means a lot. Be sure to let me know what you guys think I should do with my SP Vanitas and that one HD Rocks that I have that has the Lux skill on it. If I should transfer it over to SP Vanitas. So I'm not too sure about that one. I think it's a good idea, but, you know, overall, I'm not too sure. But let me know what you guys think about that one, too, in the comments down below, please. And I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.